I think it's fair to say that Project Fear has taken one hell of a beating since 2016. Lie after lie told by the Remain side, and still some hardline Remainers believe these mistruths. But the latest smashing of this downbeat, pessimistic, downcast viewpoint has come through yet another, that's right, yet another trade deal being done by Brexit UK, standing on our own 2 feet, free to act outside of the European Union. And I'm going to bring you all the very latest in this channel, as ever, guys. Positive news, but please start off by hitting the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss future reports here on the channel. Now, just to give you the overall picture of where we are, the UK has now secured all trade deals with 58 countries. That's right, 58 countries worth £198 billion worth of trade. In how long? In just 2 years. And I want to know from you in the comments, guys, have you seen much coverage of this on the TV news elsewhere? Because you'll remember back to what we were told by Project Fear, that these deals would take years to do, that the EU had to do them on our behalf, that they can't be done by the UK. Others wouldn't want to do them with us, that it would take years and years and years. And yet here we have agreements now with 58 countries worth nearly 200 billion quid, all done in around about 2 years. And the latest being the UK and Mexico yesterday signing a trade deal locking in tariff-free trade and other benefits for British business and consumers, as the Department for International Trade have laid out, alongside, of course, the International Trade Secretary Liz Truss, who I know a lot of you are very supportive of the work that she is doing in that role. Today, the UK, and this was posted yesterday, today the UK signed a trade agreement with Mexico. We have now secured trade deals with 58 countries worth £198 billion in just 2 years. Trade equals opportunity equals growth. How can even the most miserable Remainers be downbeat about this? Oh, I know what they'll say. These deals don't mean anything. They're continuity agreements. Well, what this proves is you don't need to be in the EU to have these deals. Thus, the argument put about that we need the EU to do this on our behalf is proven to be null and void. Rather proving the point from Brexiteers such as myself that the UK can do these deals and get better deals indeed outside of the EU, acting on our own, in our own national interest. Now, before I go on, let's just see what Liz Truss has said about this latest agreement.
We've now secured agreements with 58 countries worth £198 billion worth of trade. Today's agreement is really important. We've got a £5 billion trading relationship with Mexico. Mexico is also a member of the CPTPP, the fast-growing group of 11 nations that the UK wants to join. So this is a great moment for us. Next year, we're going to be negotiating an even more advanced agreement, going further in areas like digital and data and services, which will benefit both Mexico and the UK.
And as International Trade Secretary Liz Truss tweeted, our trade deal with Mexico means we now have secured agreements with 58 countries. It's our 7th deal with a member of the CPTPP, an agreement of 11 Pacific nations covering almost £9 trillion of trade. I look forward to the UK applying, she said, early next year to join the CPTPP, negotiating a deeper and better agreement with Mexico next year. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is only the beginning. These agreements can now build into more bespoke deals for the UK that are even better, that give us competitive advantage, that are deals we can negotiate on our own, in our own interest, because we're an independent country outside of the EU. And the end of that transition period, frankly, can't come soon enough. Now, as the government laid out when it comes to this specific deal, the UK-Mexico Trade Continuity Agreement will particularly benefit the automotive, pharmaceutical, textiles, agriculture, food and drink industries and other manufacturing industries, the sectors where the UK has the highest amount of trade with Mexico. Both countries have also committed to start negotiating a new and ambitious free trade agreement next year, which will go much further than the existing deal. This agreement also represents another step towards the UK's accession to the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, that's the CPTPP, to which we aim to apply for formal accession in early 2021. Both sides of the government say have agreed that our future bilateral negotiations should run in parallel to this process. Joining CPTPP would put the UK at the centre of an increasingly influential trade network of 11 dynamic economies in the Indo-Pacific region that already accounts for 13% of global GDP and would rise to 16% with our accession. Around 3,800 businesses export goods to Mexico, which the OECD predicts will become one of the world's 10 largest economies within a generation, which has a market of 130 million consumers. So this is good news. International Trade Secretary Liz Truss again saying this deal supports a trading relationship worth more than £5 billion and locks in access to each other's markets. We look forward to working with our Mexican friends and allies on a new and ambitious trade agreement in 2021. This will allow our two countries to go much further in areas such as data, digital trade, investment, intellectual property and services. Truss concluded by saying together we'll enjoy even more success by seizing this opportunity to take our trade to new heights. International trade, she says, will help us to overcome the challenges of coronavirus and drive economic growth across our United Kingdom. International Trade Minister Ranil Jayawardena also saying, as promised, we've signed yet another deal. This time with Mexico. Nearly 4,000 British businesses exported to Mexico last year, from automotive to food and drink. Shankar Singham commenting on this, saying of this specific UK-Mexico agreement, this is a big one. The Mexicans were not as easy as they might have been. Huge congrats to the Department of International Trade, proving the naysayers wrong again. And I'll say it one more time. UK has now agreed deals with 58 countries, nearly £200 billion worth of trade, all been done in around about slightly less than 2 years. It proves Project Fear wrong. It proves the naysayers wrong. It proves the doubters wrong. It proves that UK can go around the world. It's perfectly capable of going and securing deals in the national interest. And never forget, one of the most powerful things you can do in any negotiation is walk away from a bad deal. Something I hope the British government are very firmly of the mind of, are very clear on when it comes to dealing, of course, with the European Union. As ever, guys, if you enjoyed this report, if you found it helpful and informative, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to support my work and get the members badge next to your name, please hit the join button down below. See the link in the top pinned comment to become a member here on the channel. Would really appreciate your support. And of course, guys, as ever, thank you so much for watching.